yoga. And we'll incorporate all of those things unless I forget them, and then you all can remind me. Just kidding, I won't forget them. I got it. For practice today, I want to keep it very simple, kind of like usual, where we really just hone in on what we're feeling in the moment and listen to what our bodies are telling us and make amends or adjustments or feel into it even more. So I think it's very easy, especially when we're in challenging places, to distract ourselves, right? It's easy to say, oh, what am I going to have for breakfast? Or what am I going to do after this? And we kind of get lost in those thoughts. Or what about that conversation I had with John yesterday? So I really invite you this morning to get super in tune with what you're feeling and let that be your focus. And sometimes that may cause you to shift your pose. Maybe you're like, why am I cramping in my right shoulder right now? It's not necessary. Maybe I shift this pose around. Or maybe you feel a lot in your core and you're like, okay, I'm gonna sit with this and feel a lot in my core right now. So today is an invitation to move into sensation. So with that in mind, find a comfortable seat here on your mat. You can sit up on a prop or bolster if that's helpful. Close your eyes. And take a moment here, allowing yourself to shift around. Just feeling into this very basic seat. And then over the next few breaths, settling into your seat. Beginning that Ujjayi breath if you haven't already. So very intentionally drawing the breath in, using the muscles of the back of your throat. Filling yourself up all the way to full, noticing that pause at the top, and then allowing for that long, slow exhale. Mirroring the inhale. All the way down to what feels like empty. Notice the pause at the bottom there and begin again with your next inhale. So our breath becomes this tool that really allows us to hone in on sensation and feeling. Take a few more full Ujjayi breaths here. Keep with that Ujjayi breath and start to weave in some movement. So those areas that maybe felt tight or compressed in your seat, start to release some of those, maybe by shifting forward and back or side to side. Perhaps rolling neck and shoulders. Take just a few breaths shifting and moving here. Then over the next 2 breaths, you'll make your way back to a neutral spine, upright seat. Slowly opening your eyes, gather the soles of your feet together in Baddha Konasana. So we're going to work with Uddiyana Bandha in Baddha Konasana, unless you're pregnant and then you're not going to hold your breath, but everyone else gets to hold your breath. So what you'll do, don't do it quite yet, is fingertips will be back behind you. You'll take a deep breath in, don't do it yet. Exhale strongly out the mouth, come forward. One once you're forward, you're going to empty all the air out, pull the belly in and up, hollowing out. Stay empty as long as you can. When you're ready to inhale, release the belly, then inhale, rise up. And you'll do the same thing just without pulling in and without holding. So you'll be a little bit faster than everyone else. All right, any questions with that? Okay, I'll guide you guys through the first few rounds. Fingertips back behind you. Take a huge breath in, lift up to the heart. As you're ready, exhale strongly out the mouth, come forward. Hold empty, draw belly button in and up, hollowing out through the abdominals. When you're ready to inhale, you're going to release the belly, full breath in, lift back up, lifting to the heart. You have an option to hold the top of your inhale if you want. And then as you're ready, exhale strongly out the mouth, come forward. All the way empty. You can even lock Jalandhara or Muladhara Bandha, so your throat lock, the belly lock, and the pelvic floor lock. When you're ready to inhale, release the belly, huge breath in, lift to the heart. Keep that rolling. A few more rounds at your own rhythm here. Finish the round you're on and do one more. When you've completed this final round, stay forward. Folding deeper into Padmasana. You can draw the shoulder blades down the spine. You can soften through the neck and jaw. Directing your breath into the low back. Just taking a few more full breaths here. Relax the shoulders. Last exhale here, maybe going a little bit deeper into your fold. And inhale, walk your way back up. Hands come to outer thighs, help the knees back together. And then you're going to cross the ankles, come forward onto hands and knees. Just getting some movement through cat-cow, or really whatever feels good to your body. So carrying that intention forward of feeling. Could be as simple as this basic cat-cow here, or maybe you want to go all the way back to a child's pose, scooping the chest through for a version of an up dog, maybe some hip circles. Just getting into a rhythm that feels good to you this morning. And I did pass around those consent coasters, so if you'd like assist, please flip it to the yellow side that says yes, please. If you don't want assist at any point, flip it back over to that no side, or blue side. A few more deep breaths, just shifting and moving here. Really focusing on feeling and sensation. Then over the next breath or two, we'll make our way back to our first downward facing dog of the practice. Tucking toes under, hips extend up and back. And if it feels good, you can walk your dog here, bending and straightening the legs. Perhaps even shifting the hips side to side, or even forward and back. Just getting into this first inversion of our practice. Tuning in to what this feels like to your body this morning. A few more breaths here, just experimenting, observing. Last deep breath in and down dog. Exhale, bend your knees a lot. Walk your hands to the back of your mat, arriving in a forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, extending the spine. Exhale to fold it back in. Knees can be as bent as needed to take pressure out of the back and hamstrings. One more time like that. Inhale, spinal extension. Exhale, fold it in. This time, roll your way, stacking vertebrae on top of vertebrae all the way up. Inhale, reach your arms overhead. Exhale, hands to heart center. Good, and now re-extend the arms. Exhale, fold Uttanasana. Slow and controlled, rolling your way or swan diving forward. Inhale, spinal extension, halfway lift. Exhale, walk your hands to the top of your mat. So you arrive in a plank pose. Exhale, knees to the earth, settle all the way back to a child's pose or puppy pose. So either hips to heels or hips stacked over the knees. Just taking a few breaths here into the back body. Once again, feeling. So we're starting out intentionally very slow this morning to really tune into feeling. So you have all these little opportunities to weave that intention into your practice. Just a few more breaths, feeling in this child's pose. Inhale, roll up to hands and knees. Cross your ankles, make your way to a seat, and come all the way onto your back. Grab hold of your rolled up mat. Anyone else? Guess you can use blocks if you prefer. Do you want rolled up mat or block? Oh, you've got one. It's just hiding. Okay, lovely. Grab hold of your rolled up mat, come all the way down onto your back. Place that rolled up mat in between your thighs, snug up towards the pubic bone. And then lift your legs straight up to the sky. Good, and so you're gonna do ablas with a mat. That same, the ablas with squeezing, tucking tailbone on the exhale. Inhale, arching to the back body and creating space while we're doing this. All right, cool. Everyone else, interlace the hands behind your head. If this is pulling on your low back or hamstrings, bend your knees. If that still is bothering you, keep your feet all the way on the ground. Take a huge breath into the back body. Hold the breath, press mid-back in the mat. Curl tailbone up. Squeeze strongly around your prop. Exhale, head and shoulders lift. Yes, squeeze your prop a little more. Pull low belly down. And then now release hips, head and shoulders back down to the mat. Fill yourself up with that breath. Top of your inhale, hold full. Tuck tailbone. Curl tailbone a little more. Squeeze your prop. Exhale, head and shoulders lift. Squeeze a little more. Pull low belly down. Good. Inhale, lower head and shoulders. Hold the breath. Press mid back in the mat. Curl tailbone. Squeeze. Exhale, head and shoulders lift. Shoulder blades lift. Squeeze a little more. Pull belly down. Yes. Awesome. Inhale, lower head and shoulders. Hold the breath. Curl tailbone up. Squeeze. Exhale, head and shoulders lift. Shoulder blades lift. Squeeze a little more. Pull belly down. Inhale, lower head and shoulders. Hold the breath. Press mid back in the mat. Curl tailbone. Squeeze. Exhale, head and shoulders lift. Shoulder blades lift. Squeeze a little more. Tuck a little more. Pull belly down. Inhale, lower head and shoulders. One more round like this. Deep breath in. Hold the breath. Press mid back in the mat. Curl tailbone. Squeeze. Exhale, head and shoulders lift. Lift the shoulder blades up. Squeeze a little more. Nice, David. Squeeze a little more. Tuck a little more. Pull belly down. And inhale, release. Set your prop aside. And we're going to do a full body stretch here. So extend the legs to the front of the room. Arms reach overhead. It's like you have someone grabbing your ankles and you're reaching with your hands, just pulling yourself apart. Maybe inducing a yawn or two here. And then moving into star spiraling pulse. On your exhale, bend your knees, stack your knees over your hips. Interlace the hands behind your head. Megan, come onto hands and knees and work with one arm, one leg extended in cat-cows. And if that gets too much, take a child's pose at any point. All right, everyone else, interlace your hands behind your head. Take a deep breath down into the back body. On your exhale, lift head and shoulders. Take a deep breath in. Hold that breath, press mid back in the mat. Curl tailbone up. Exhale, elbows towards left thigh. Reach right heel straight up towards the ceiling. Pull low belly down. Inhale, turn right toes towards center line. Exhale, lift that right leg. 3 little pulses towards the sky. Draw belly down. Inhale, bend both knees, come back to center. Hold the breath. Press mid back in the mat. Curl tailbone up. Exhale, elbows towards right thigh. Reach up through left heel, pull belly down. Good. Inhale, turn left toes in. Exhale, pulse. 3 little lifts. Good. Draw belly down. Inhale, bend both knees, come back to center. Hold the breath. Press mid back in the mat. Curl tailbone up. Exhale, elbows towards left thigh. Reach right heel straight up towards the ceiling. Pull belly down. Inhale, turn right toes in. Exhale, pulse. 3 little lifts. Yep, nice, Joanne. Inhale, bend both knees, come back to center. Hold the breath. Press mid back in the mat. Curl tailbone. Exhale, elbows towards right thigh. Press up through left heel. Pull belly down. Inhale, turn toes in. Exhale, pulse. 3 little lifts. Draw that low belly down. Inhale, bend both knees back to center. Hold the breath. Press mid back in the mat. Curl tailbone up. Exhale, elbows towards left thigh. Reach up through right heel. Pull belly down. Inhale, turn toes in. Exhale, pulse. 3 little lifts. Draw belly down. Inhale, back to center. Knees bend. Hold the breath. Curl tailbone. Exhale, elbows towards right thigh. Press up through left heel. Pull belly down. Inhale, turn toes in. Exhale, pulse. 3 little lifts. Awesome. Draw low belly down. And inhale, release. Take hold of your prop. So either that rolled up mat or a block. And we're going to set up for a bridge pose here. So reach down with your fingertips to graze the back of your heels. And if bridge bothers you, you can just take a Supta Baddha Konasana. So soles of your feet together, leaning back on your hips. On your inhale, peel the spine up and away from the mat, lifting into bridge. Take your prop under your hip, tallest height that can comfortably be placed. So it's closer down to your sit bones, not in the small of your low back. You're not resting all of your weight onto that prop, but it's definitely supporting some of your weight, helping that lift. Inch the left foot a few inches towards center. On your inhale, extend the right leg up to the sky. Spread your toes, reach that leg like you're trying to press the sole of the foot into the ceiling grid. And then press that left foot into the ground so you're pushing in these opposite directions. Yes, awesome. On your exhale, bend the right knee. Cross your right ankle over the left thigh for a hip stretch. Start to draw that right knee down and forward, opening up through this right hip joint. You can place your right hand on the hip as a reminder of where to direct your breath and awareness. All right, you have the option to keep your legs as they are, or to set both feet back on the ground, so your choice. Pick up the left hand. We're going to come into a wrist stretch here. Palm facing your face, and then flex the hand away from you. So the fingertips are reaching towards the back, or the top rather, of your arm bone. Reach down, grab the pinky with that right hand. Take a deep breath in. On your exhale, pull the pinky down and away, spreading your palm. Inhale, move over to that ring finger. Pull the ring finger down and away. Spread the palm, full breath here. Inhale, move to that middle finger. Pull the middle finger down and away. Spread through the hand. Moving to that pointer finger. Pull the pointer finger down and away. Spread through the hand. And lastly, to the thumb. Grab hold of the thumb like it's a bike handle. Pull the thumb away, maybe shake it out a little bit. And then pull the thumb down and away, spread the palm. Feel that stretch all the way to the forearm. And then release, roll out the wrist, set your arms back down. If your right ankle is still crossed over the thigh, inhale, re-extend the right leg. Exhale, slowly lower the left foot to the ground. Readjust your prop if needed. Rooting down strongly through that right foot. Inhale, float the left leg up to the sky. Spread through your toes, press down through the right leg as you press up through the left. Creating some space here. Breathing into that stretch. Exhale, bend the left knee, cross your left ankle over the right thigh, opening up through this left hip. You have an option here of bringing your left hand onto your hip as a reminder of where to direct your awareness and breath. Option to keep your legs as they are or reset them both on the ground. Coming into a wrist stretch on the right hand, pick up the right hand, flex the hand away from that wrist. Pull the pinky down and away. Take a huge breath into the forearm. Shifting to the ring finger. Pull the ring finger down and away. Spread through the palm. Moving to the middle finger rather. Pull it down and away. Spread through the hand bone. Hand bones, there's many of them. Moving to that pointer finger. Spread the hand. Deep breath, washing through the stretch. Lastly, shifting to your thumb. Shake that thumb out, pull it down and away. Spread the palm as wide as you can. Full breath here. And then release. Roll out the wrists. If your left ankle is crossed, re-extend it to the sky. And then slowly with your breath, lower that left foot back down. Everybody remove your prop. Take one more huge breath in bridge, expanding through the belly and the front body. And then exhale, tuck tailbone, slowly roll your spine back down to the earth. From here, release the back body, either pressing the thighs away or hugging knees into your chest. Or rocking action side to side if you'd like. Good. Then roll over onto your side. Use your arms to press your way up to a seat. And come all the way forward. Forearms and knees setting up for dolphin. So, elbows directly under your shoulders. You can take an extra moment. Grab hold of the opposite upper arm with your hands. Forearms parallel to one another, or for additional shoulder support, clasp your hands at the top. Take a huge breath into the back of the heart, lifting up in between the shoulders. Shake your head a little yes and no to release some tension. On your exhale, toes tuck under, lifting up into dolphin pose. Knees can be bent here. It's more important to have your spine straight and long. Rest. Good. Really press down through the palms of your hands or through that clasp. Lifting up in between the shoulders, beautiful. Fill this pose up with your strong Ujjayi breath. Yeah, and we're here long enough that if you need to come in and out of the pose, that's great. Really focusing on feeling. Okay. Use all those strong core muscles we just turned on to help lift the hips up to the sky. And let the head go, yeah. Inhale, bend the knees a little bit, tiptoe your toes in a few inches closer. Good, David. Reaching, nice job, lifting the hips higher to the sky. 5 more breaths in dolphin. Tune into feeling. Maybe come up even more onto the pads of the toes. Last inhale here. Exhale, knees lower to the earth, child's pose, embryo, or puppy. So either the hips are reaching back to your heels, arms out in front of you. If you'd like more of a rest for the shoulders, the arms can be by your sides. Last, you have the option to keep your hips elevated over the knees for a puppy pose version. Taking a few breaths here into the back body. Really feeling the support of the ground beneath you. Staying with sensation, staying with feeling here. Inhale to roll your way up, hands and knees. Exhale, curl your toes under, press up and back, downward facing dog. You just notice how this down dog may feel different than the one we took at the beginning of class. Maybe your hamstrings or calves are a little bit looser. Shake your head a little yes and no. Take a deep breath in and down dog. Exhale to step or hop to the top of your mat, arriving in a forward fold. Good. Inhale, spinal extension, that halfway lift. Knees can stay bent. Exhale to fold it in. Let's do one more like that. Inhale, spinal extension. Good, Leanne. Exhale, fold it in. And then inhale, come all the way up. Arms reach the sky. Exhale, hands to heart, center. All right, flowing here. Inhale, re-extend the arms. Exhale, fold, Uttanasana. Slow and controlled dive. Inhale, step left foot back, low lunge. You can add some padding into the knee if you'd like. Lower that left knee to the ground. Hands either come up to the right side, or one or both can reach to the sky. Shifting your hips forward, we'll stay here for a few breaths. Breathing into the chest and belly. One more inhale, you're lifting the heart. Exhale, hands all the way to the mat. Step your way back to plank pose. Your choice, you can go directly back to down dog or flow chaturanga. Inhale, cobra or up dog. And then we'll all meet up in downward facing dog. Inhale, step left foot forward, low lunge. Adding padding into the right knee if you need here. Inhale, lift and open. Telescoping the ribs, one or both arms can extend to the sky. Good. Filling the front body up with breath. Soften the shoulders. There you go. Exhale, hands to the earth, forward fold. Inhale, come all the way upright, arms reach the sky. Exhale, hands to heart, center. Inhale, re-extend. Exhale, fold, Uttanasana. Slow and controlled dive, good. Inhale, step right foot back, lunge. Keep the inhale going, lift and open. Exhale, hands to the earth, step to plank. Your choice. Down dog or vinyasa, move with your breath. Inhale, lifting the heart. Exhale, we'll all meet up in downward facing dog. Inhale, step right foot forward, low lunge on this side, lift and open. Good, exhale, hands to the earth, forward fold. Try and into the belly, come all the way up, reaching tall. Exhale, hands to heart, center. Adding on, inhale, re-extend. Exhale, fold to Uttanasana. Inhale, step left foot back, this time crescent lunge. So the back knee stays lifted. Hands can stay on the ground for support or reach the arms up to the sky. Stay here for a few breaths, deepening into the intensity. Soften the shoulders. Good. Exhale, hands to the earth. Step to plank pose. Your choice, down dog or vinyasa, move with your breath. We'll all meet up in downward facing dog. Inhale, step left foot forward, crescent lunge. Lift and open. Exhale, settle into your pose. Find your breath. Good. Softening the shoulders, filling yourself up. Exhale, hands to the earth, forward fold. Inhale, come all the way upright, arms reach overhead. Exhale, hands to heart center, flowing through that. Inhale, re-extend. Exhale, fold, Uttanasana. Inhale, right foot back, crescent lunge. Keep the inhale going, lift and open. Exhale, lower hands to mat. Step to plank. Your choice, vinyasa or to down dog, move with your breath. Good, we'll all meet up in downward facing dog. Inhale, right foot forward, crescent lunge, lift and open. Exhale, hands to the earth, forward fold. Inhale, come all the way up, re-extend with the arms. Exhale, hands to heart, center. Last round here, inhale, re-extend. Exhale, fold, Uttanasana. Inhale, step left foot back, twisting lunge. Keep left hand on the ground. Inhale, right hand to thigh, or right arm extends up to the sky. Few breaths here, lift into the heart. Exhale, right hand to the mat, step to plank. Your choice, vinyasa or down dog. Good, nice squeeze. All the way back to downward facing dog. Inhale, left foot forward. Twisting lunge, right hand stays planted. Left hand on thigh. Open it up, yes. Moving with your breath, lifting to the heart. Exhale, left hand to mat, forward fold. Inhale, come all the way up, arms reaching tall. Exhale, hands to heart center. Last one, inhale, re-extend, flowing here. Exhale, fold to Uttanasana. Inhale, right foot back, twisting lunge. Lift and open to that left hand. Exhale, hand to the mat, step to plank. Continue the exhale either into down dog or chaturanga. Opening the heart, and then we'll all meet up in downward facing dog. Inhale, right foot forward, twisting lunge, lift and open through the right hand. Exhale, lower the right hand to the mat, forward fold. Inhale, come all the way up, arms reaching tall. Exhale, hands to heart. Mountain pose, close your eyes, take a moment. Arms can rest by your sides here. You can keep hands at heart center. Connect into your breath, connect into feeling. Good. Soften through shoulders. Just notice where that energy is in the body. Beautiful. Inhale, open your eyes, re-extend the arms to the sky. Interlace the fingers up top, lift tall. Exhale, reach up and over to the right, shifting your hips to the left. Breathing into this left side body. Yeah. Staying here, or release that right hand either to your hip or working its way down the leg. Breathing even more into this left side. Fire up the legs, come all the way back up. Re-extend, interlacing fingers. Exhale up and over to the opposite side. Beautiful. Hips shifting. Breathe into this right side body. All the way up into the armpit. All the way down into the hip. Option to stay here or release that left hand to hip or down along the leg. Good, breathing, 2 more here. Fire up the legs, come all the way back up. Exhale, hands to heart, center. Hands back behind you, coming into a soft back bend. Either thumbs pointing in towards the spine or fingertips pointing down towards the sit bones. Your choice on what feels best to you. Inhale, lift up strongly through the chest. Soft bend in the knees, exhale. Hug shoulder blades and elbows towards spine, start to lean back. Pressing belly forward, lift up to the heart. Creating more space in this front body, good. Head can be in line with the spine, or if that feels like too much on the neck, tuck your chin to your chest. Few more deep breaths here. Lifting through your chest, fire up the legs. Inhale, come all the way back up. Float the arms to your sky, to the sky. Exhale, sit back into chair pose. Exhale, hands onto thighs here. So Megan, you're gonna work with cat-cow. Everyone else, you're gonna do Uddiyana Bandha. So take a deep breath in. Exhale all the air out. Hold up, draw belly button in and out, hollowing out. Do that twice more at your own pace. Really good for your low back. Really good for the intestines and core muscles. After your third total round, fold forward. Into this basic forward fold. Just hold on your low back or hamstrings, keep the knee flat. Otherwise, just taking a free moment to hang here. Yeah, beautiful. Allowing gravity and traction up the spine. Release the arms if they aren't already. Inhale, halfway lift, extending the spine. Exhale, plant your hands on your mat, step your way back to plank pose. At any point, the knees can come down for additional support, but keep the hips in the same plane as the shoulders. So whether your knees are lifted or lowered, yeah, that's it. Bring your hips a little, there you go, perfect. Yeah. Yep. So you're still using the core muscles when you're like this. Perfect. Take one more inhale here. You have the option to go straight up and back to down dog, or flow through that vinyasa, moving slowly, chaturanga. Inhale, lift the heart, cobra or up dog. Exhale, we'll all meet up in downward facing dog. Let's take a deep breath in together. Exhale out the mouth. Yeah, one more like that. Deep breath in. Exhale, let it go. Inhale, left side lifts up and back. Spread the toes, reach that left leg long. Then exhale, bend the left knee, open up through the hip. Should feel pretty good. If that bothers your hip or the lower abdominals, keep the leg extended. Everyone else, create a little deeper twist opening through the mid-spine and that left hip flexor. Inhale, re-extend the left leg. Exhale, step the left foot through for warrior two. Back heel roots down. Inhale, windmill your way up to standing. Take a moment, set yourself up here. Front knee bending toward the 90-degree angle. Arms working towards a parallel position with the ground. Shoulders soft. Filling this pose with breath. Release the arms in front of you. Staying with this theme of relaxing through shoulders and upper back. Shoulder shrugs. Take a deep breath into the back of the heart. Hold the breath, reach shoulders straight up. Pull them straight back, keep squeezing. Exhale, drag the shoulder blades down the spine. Inhale into the upper back. Exhale, hug mid-shoulder blades towards spine, pull down. Inhale into the upper back. Exhale, bend elbows, drop bottom tips of shoulder blades, elbows towards spine, pull down. Release the arms, roll out the shoulders. Archer, warrior two, float your arms back up to the sky. Turn, reach the left hand to the sky, bend the elbow. Bring your right hand to the left elbow. This can be where you stay. Or wrap this right arm behind your back, clasp hands or grab clothing. Focus on the softening through both shoulders here. Creating space in the chest, armpits, shoulder, yeah. Slight tuck through tailbone so you're not pressing the belly forward. Breathing into the stretch, good. And as we stay in these poses, notice what you're feeling. Could be strictly physical, or maybe some emotion is bubbling up. Just being aware of what's present here. Inhale, unwind the arms. Reverse warrior flip, left palm to sky. Exhale, reach up and back, opening through this left side body, yes. Right hand can be propped on the right hip for support. Or maybe you start working that right hand down that back leg or wrap it around to the inner thigh. I think one of the funniest parts of the Forrest Yoga workshops was when Forrest was like, I invented this pose, so I know how to teach it to you. Do it the way I told you. It was so funny. All right, coming into a neck stretch, reach the left arm towards the front of the room. Relax your head towards the right shoulder. Breathing into this left side of your neck, so left fingertips drawing forward, head hanging. Nice long breaths, unwinding some of the tension in the neck and shoulders. Creating some space, some fluidity between the brain and the rest of your body. Alright, reaching through that left hand, come back up through warrior two. Into eagle warrior two, take the left arm, wrap it under the right. Get a second tuck of the right forearm if you can. Soft press of the arm bones forward, and then lift the forearms up so that you feel that stretch in the upper back. Now you have the option to lower the forehead to the biceps, or keep your head lifted. Breathe into the back of the heart, in between the shoulders. Feel into sensation here. head is lower, lift it back up. Unwind the arms. Then exhale, release the arms behind you. Interlace the fingers. Deep breath in, lift up through the heart. Now this may be where you stay, staying upright. Or fold forward, coming into ostrich pose. Torso coming to the inside of that left leg. Clasp hands, reach away from your hips. If you like to fold forward, but the clasp is not working for you, you can always bring the hands to the ground so you still get into the hips without stressing the shoulders and wrists. Yeah, 5 breaths here, breathing into sensation. And always exhale out the mouth to release tension. Lower the clasp, release your hands. Inhale, come up halfway. Fire up the legs, come all the way back up to standing. Inhale, float the arms back up. Straighten out the left side for a triangle pose. You may want to shorten the stance. Inhale, left arm reaches as far forward as you can and down. Right hand extends up to the sky. Now this left hand can be balancing on the ground, a block, or your shin. Yes, beautiful. Breathing into this right shoulder, right side body. Good. Feeling into the space you've created here. Always bring the hands to your hip for more support. Filling this pose up with breath. Keep opening the heart here. Does that feel good in your back? Breathe all the way up into the chest. Option to stay here, or turning this into a balancing pose. Moving into Ardha Chandrasana. That's where I came up with the arm part. If you'd like, you can stay in triangle or rock the weight forward into half moon, lifting up the right leg, right arm. Can either be on the hip or extending to the sky. Few more breaths here, finding balance. Yes, awesome. Y'all are badasses. Take one more inhale here. Exhale, lower the right hand to the ground. Hug your right knee into your chest. And then shoot the right leg straight back so you end up in a lunge. Spread your legs a little bit longer apart. Exhale, lower the right knee to the ground. Add padding if you need here. All right, coming deeper into this lunge, lift to the chest. Relax the hip bone down towards the ground. Just a few breaths here, moving into this right quadricep and hip flexor. And then moving once again into our hamstrings. Shift the weight back, straighten out the left leg. Coming into this half splits pose. Hands frame the left leg. You can bring the left hand to the inside of the left foot so you're not squishing the belly. Yeah, and you can move it to more of a diagonal if you need to. Breathing down into the left hamstrings. Good. You can position your foot however you'd like here to change the stretch. Few more breaths. Good. Exhale, bend the left knee, walk your hands forward. Curl the right toes under, moving into a spinal twist. Right hand stays on the ground, left hand to left thigh, or left arm lifts up to the sky. Huge deep breaths, spreading into the belly. Using that exhale to open up. Yes, awesome. A few more breaths here, creating space in the heart. Yeah. Good. Exhale, lower the left hand down to the ground, step back to plank pose. Your choice, move through your vinyasa or directly into downward facing dog. Once you arrive in down dog, take an exhale or two out the mouth to release tension. Your next inhale, extend the right leg up and back. Option to bend that right knee, open up through your hip. Once again, if that does not feel okay, just keep the leg extended. Part of this tuning into feeling is listening to your own body and modifying the poses as you need. Getting curious of what sensation is positive and what sensation is telling you to back off. Everybody re-extend the right leg. Exhale, thread the right leg through, coming into warrior two. Windmilling your way up. Taking a moment to set yourself up here. Right knee bends, 90 degrees, arms parallel to the ground, hands lightly spread. Fill this pose with breath. Good. Shoulder shrugs, release the arms in front of you. Take a deep breath into the back of the heart. Hold full, reach the shoulders up as high as you can. Pull them directly back, keep squeezing. Exhale, drag them down the spine. Inhale across the upper back. Exhale, hug mid-shoulder blades towards spine, pull down. Inhale into the upper back. Exhale, bend elbows, draw bottom tips of shoulder blades, elbows towards spine, pull down. Inhale, release, roll out the shoulders. Archer, warrior two. Reach that right arm up to the sky, bend the elbow. Bring the left hand to that right elbow. This can be where you stay. Or wrap the left arm behind the back, grabbing hands, clothing, or a prop. Breathe into the shoulders here. Yeah. Fill this pose up with breath, especially in this upper portion of the body. Where can you release? Can you release some of that tension around the heart, the shoulders? Inhale, unwind the arms. Exhale, reverse warrior, flip the right palm to the sky. Reach up and back, opening along this right side body. So face this way. Yep, there we go. Yep. Left hand on your hip or left hand can work its way down that back leg. Breathe into the right side of the torso. Imagine that with each inhale, those ribs get more and more unstuck. There becomes space so that the lungs can expand even more. Coming into a neck stretch, reach the right arm towards the front of the room. Let the head hang heavy towards the left shoulder. Yeah, and then you can adjust the way your hand and neck are positioned to get a deeper stretch here. You can even move around the lower jaw. Keep breathing into this right shoulder, opening through the neck. Reaching through the right hand, come back up through warrior two, into eagle warrior two. Right arm wraps underneath the left. Getting that second hook of the forearms if possible in the hands. Pick up the hands just a little bit, or arms rather. Maybe rest the forehead on the biceps. Breathing into the back of the heart. Softening some tension here. Inhale, lift your head back up. Re-extend, opening the arms back up. Exhale, release the arms behind you. Interlace the fingers, lift up to the chest. Stay here or ostrich pose. Diving forward, bringing the torso to the inside of the right thigh. Perhaps the hands lift away from your hips, moving deeper into the shoulders. Long, deep breaths here. All the way down to the pelvic floor. Release the plaits. Come all the way up halfway. And then use your core, come all the way up to standing. Straighten out the right leg, triangle pose, shorten your stance. Inhale, right hand reaches forward and then tips down. Right hand to shin, block or earth. Left arm extends to sky. Find your breath here. Notice where you feel this stretch, where you feel this pose. Direct your breath into the space you're creating. Keep lifting through your heart. Yeah, that's it. You have the option to stay here or transition into Ardha Chandrasana, this half moon pose. Beautiful. It's a good shift. Rocking the weight into the right foot. Right hand comes to the outer diagonal. Left arm and left leg lift, opening up into this balance. Just a few breaths here. Yes, awesome. Exhale, lower the left hand down, hug the left knee into your chest, and then stretch that left leg straight back and down, arriving in your lunge. Left hand stays on the ground to start, moving into a spinal twist. Inhale, right arm opens up to the sky, or if that's too much, you can always place the right hand on the thigh instead. Just a few deep breaths here. Breathing into the heart, feeling open for the chest. If you want this more of a heart opener, you can bring that left hand further back, create more of an arch through the chest and belly. And then exhale, lower both hands to the ground, left knee to the ground, adding padding, if you like, under that left knee. Coming into this deep lunge to start, you're going to shift the hips forward and just open up to the chest. So it's almost like you're doing a mini cow pose, drawing the chest forward, opening to the front body. Yeah. Breathing down into this left hip flexor and quadricep. And then moving once again into the hamstring. Start to shift the weight back so you're stacked over the left knee. Right leg opens up, lengthening out in front of you. For most of you, hands frame that right foot. Breathing into the hamstrings and calf. And if you'd like, you can play around with the positioning of your foot here. Exhale, bend the right knee, walk your hands forward. Curl the back toes under. Step your way back to plank pose. Your choice, directly to down dog or flow through that vinyasa, chaturanga. Inhale, cobra or up dog. Exhale, we'll all meet up in downward facing dog. Take a deep breath in. Exhale out the mouth. Good. Inhale to extend the left leg up and back. Bend the left knee open through the hip. Option to stay here or flip your dog into a wild thing if that feels okay on the shoulder and the back body. If you're in a wild thing, flip it back over. Everybody re-extend the left leg. Exhale, left knee, cross body towards the right elbow. Inhale, re-extend the left leg. Exhale, left knee to outer edge of left elbow. Inhale, re-extend the leg. Exhale, knee to chest. Puff up in between the back body, in between the shoulders. And then set that left leg down for pigeon on this side. Now, a couple options here with pigeon. You can always place a prop under your hip for support here. You can also sit all the way down on your hip and bend both knees. Just take pressure out of the joints. If that's still too much, you can always come onto your back and take a reclined variation with the ankle crossing over the thigh, moving into that version. So we're going to hang out here for 5 to 7 breaths. Breathing down into your hips. If you have any questions or would like some support, please wave me over. Otherwise, just tune in to sensation. Get really, really curious about this pose, about your body, about what's arising as you hang out here. Keep the breath intentional. It's going to naturally be a little less strong in the power portion of our practice. But still keep it strong. Two more breaths here. Inhale, walk your way back up. You're going to shift the weight into the right hip and wrap that, into the left hip, wrap the right leg around. Coming into a spinal twist. So right leg's going to cross over the thigh. Right leg's going to cross over, so everyone except for you is going to twist towards the leg, towards the windows, moving into this body twist. Inhale, lifting through the chest. Exhale, use your core to twist a little bit deeper. If this feels like too much at any point, you can always extend the bottom leg forward. Yeah. Keep lengthening through the spine. Maybe close your eyes so the awareness is more inward. 2 more breaths. Inhale to turn back to the center of the room. Come into a cross-legged position or shoelace. So your choice, cross-legged or this double pigeon, also known as shoelace or thigh lock. Coming into a neck stretch. Take the left hand, turn the left fingertips in. You're going to sit down on the top of the hand. Okay, and now lengthen out to the spine. Exhale, relax your head towards that right shoulder. Now, if you'd like a deeper stretch and you don't have any neck injuries, extend the right arm to the sky, wrap the hand around the head. Let the weight of your arms, so you're not pulling, you're just using this as additional weight to deepen the stretch in the neck. Keep lifting through your chest, breathing into the stretch. You can stay exactly where you are if you have a delicious stretch happening. Otherwise, lower your chin about an inch or 2 towards the chest. Notice how that stretch shifts to the back diagonal of the neck. Release both hands. Lower your chin to your chest. Use the palm of the left hand to your forehead to help the head back up. Cross your ankles, come back into downward facing dog. And now down dog seems really rude after doing all those relaxing poses. Inhale, extend the right leg up to the sky. Exhale, bend the right knee, open through the hip. Option to stay here or flip your dog for that wild thing. If you're in wild thing, flip it back over. Re-extend the right leg to the sky. Exhale, right into outer edge of left arm. Inhale, re-extend. Exhale, right into outer edge of right arm. Inhale, re-extend. Exhale, knee to chest, puff up in between the shoulders, lift through the back of the heart. And then settle into a pigeon on this side, more or less mirroring whatever you took on the other side. So maybe that's taking it on your back or placing a prop under your hips. Once again, we'll hang out here for 5 to 7 breaths. Breathing down into the stretch. If you feel any of this pressure in the joints, that's a good indicator to back out of the pose. You take a different variation. If you have questions or would like some support, please wave me over. Last exhale here. Shift the weight into the right hip. Inhale, rise up. Wrap that left leg around. All right, keep the left leg wrapping all the way up over the thigh. You have that option to extend the leg forward. Twisting to the door side of the room. Left hand back behind you. Right arm either wraps around the thigh or crosses over top the thigh. Lifting through your heart. Yeah, breathe into this twist. Just a few more breaths here, lengthening. Inhale, unwind. Cross your legs either in a basic cross-legged position or in shoelace, also known as double pigeon. This time using the right hand, fingertips point in. Set the hand underneath your right sit bone. Lengthen up nice and tall. Exhale, head hangs towards the left shoulder. You can close your eyes here, directing attention inward. If you like that added weight on the former side, reach the left arm to the sky, wrap the arm around the head. Let that extra weight coax you deeper into the next stretch. Option to lower the chin an inch or 2 towards the chest. Noticing how that shifts the stretch. And release both hands. Lower the chin to the chest. Take the palm of the right hand to the forehead. Carefully and easily bring the head back up. Extend both legs forward, give them a little shake out, and come all the way onto your back for Shavasana. If there is any final movement or pose your body is still craving, please take that. If there's a different version of Shavasana that you'd like, maybe it's laying on your side or using a prop under your knees, Or perhaps taking an upright meditation position. Whatever your body is craving, whatever you prefer, this is your time. Whatever you've selected here, let yourself be heavy. Let yourself surrender. Really just releasing and letting go for these last few moments of class. to reach your arms up to the sky. And exhale, hands to heart center. Just taking a moment for gratitude for yourself, for practice. Have a beautiful rest of your day. Namaste.